Field in Detroit. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And we're off in Detroit. Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver is going to get it to begin the drive. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. To give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Taking a deep shot here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw intended for Drake London. And that takes them to 3rd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And they steal it back on the return. There it is, touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Jake Moody on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a The Steelers calling their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Catch is made. It's Jalen Hyatt. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First carry here for the rookie out of Penn State. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
Well, I think you know... redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So a very early challenge, but a good one. Calls overturned, and that's going to unlock a third challenge for them if it gets to that point later in this game. Here's 2nd and 14. Caught, nice game left side. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Throwing from the gun. Stays in the pocket. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's able to get this down to the 13. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. They'll run here, following the penalty. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. They made it 3 yards on the totes. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. On the move, headed right. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions finish up their opening drive. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a
rush coming off the edge, and they block it. Ooh, and I think he envisioned this one going all the way back for 2, but they're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick. Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. This one's going to be a return from deep in the end zone. Poor choice to bring it out. Yard line, they're going to start shy of the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. They tried to air it out, but just couldn't hook up. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Daniels throwing on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. Throwing now, Daniels. He's on the move. Jump off, caught by his back. Free inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 7-point lead in the 1st. So this solid first half continues for them. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach here, Kate, you've got to be very dictating the tempo, and as a result, they add to the scoreboard.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers grow their lead to 8. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. That's going to be taken in at the 8. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Hits his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. He's dropping back to throw. And he's caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow! That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And the Steelers going nickel, third down. They'll try and throw it here. He fires one deep down the middle. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. It breaks through, and he might break away. And the Steelers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. Back to the line they go. It's second down. From the 39. And that falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Oh, try and force it into the slants. It's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception and give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
Working quickly here. Slot man motioned over. Now Daniels off to play action. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Lions get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. A give, left side for Gibbs. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune.
He's got it inside the 10. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions parlay the interception into points. And he hits the extra points. A little surprised they wouldn't go for 2 with a tie, but at least he made it, so the lead falls to a single point. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Terrion Arnold in on the stop. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Oh man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
And he'll advance this down to the 38 on that run. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run. It may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
They pick up 20 yards there. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
From the red zone now. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. Throwing now, off play action. That's much too high and out of the end zone, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So the incompletion on 1st, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to the air here. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. A 2nd touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place. But 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations of the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game, when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions push their lead to 6. Bass now to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But I believe a Steeler was first to that football. They make the recovery and keep possession. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Trying again, following the sack. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Third and long for Daniels. He lets one fly deep downfield. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately no connection to be made.
Hunter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Lions will go on offense. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. Play action on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch. But then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Second and 10 now. Completed to his running back. Oh, the football's loose. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. 4th, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. And they pick him off again. And the Lions have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble. Then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Has room down the left sideline. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Bass now to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Now here he goes.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
From the 33 on second down. Oh, he's in trouble here. He'll go down. The Lions got him. Offense up to the line fast. He's back to throw. That's completed right side. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he gets him around 6 there. Hit applied by Keanu Benton. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4. Another one for Gibbs. Still finding room past the 45. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. He'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. He'll throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
To the air, 3rd and long. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So it seems like either way they were getting a 4th down here, but this way cost them some extra yardage too.
Hey, I get you want to avoid a possible turnover by forcing it down the field, but it's really hard to find a scenario where 10 yards and a loss of downs is the better outcome.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He has it at the 13. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. Called that a punt of 47 yards. And the Steelers will take over possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Play fake here, Daniels. Flushed out of the pocket. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They're running the option, short side. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. First throw for the backup now. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Hall looking to throw. It is caught left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. The give now out of the shotgun. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Putting a receiver in motion. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever. Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Daniels now. Bails out of the pocket quick.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running, just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Daniels, 3rd and goal. He rolls to his right. And he's going to have the touchdown! We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Here's Jake Moody for the field goal. The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. And that is incomplete. The fake is unsuccessful. The fake field goal does not get it done. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
Just another circumstance of a very well-coached group defensively. Awareness, game situations, knowing the moment. What an excellent job there to be in position to stop that fake and really turn the momentum around.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Running for it. Here's Gibbs. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up here. They go play action on 1st. Vacates quickly left side. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This is the end of the 3rd. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8. Coming right is Gibbs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 2 yards on that run. That's going to bring up 4th and 6. Tyler Bass on now for the field goal try. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Amendola able to put it through. And that'll give him a 16-point advantage.
Well, it's hard to call that the official moment that sealed this win, but up 16 here in the 4th, it's going to take a heck of a sequence of events to see this game tied back up.
Bass now to kick this away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Declines the touchback, Brock, and they make him pay in a big way. He's tackled before he can get to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. To throw, Daniels. That's Reed on a slant. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. Now Daniels off the play action. Buying some time right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem? Defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. And they got one right there with that sack.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And he doesn't slide down, and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Buys time, rolling right. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Looks like the Lions going with a dime set here, 3rd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Man in motion out of the slot. Here's a quick throw to the left. That'll be the 1st and more. That's a 26-yard gain on 4th down, Brock, and the huge play extends this drive.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Has it down close. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Again, Daniels to the air. Escapes the pocket. And he gets into the end zone. That is exactly why they went for 2 right there, Brock. It's back down to a 1-possession game. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. It's Gibbs on the carry. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Put the body on the line for his team. They gain 14 17 on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit. A give to Gibbs. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Running it with Gibbs. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Man in motion here. First down, and they go right back to him. Has a lane inside the 25. And finally, he's down at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Here's Gibbs on the carry. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Amendola able to put it through. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we've got a 2-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
Bass now to kick this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Reed's got it. Free inside the 30. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining. Long odds ahead of them. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And don't leave just yet, fans. He's got it for the touchdown, and there's still a small chance, Brock, that this one isn't over. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
He'll look to throw it. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Going to need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Now Gibbs. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. Got to hurry this to the line.
Why would I need you to when I'm sitting right here?
Oh, look at this.
There's 10
He's set up
seconds
to
left.
throw. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up third down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Space on the right. He's got room. And he will score. And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts him up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Extra point up and good for Bass. And the Lions push the lead up to 12. Bass now to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. All right, one more snap to play here. One final shot here. Try and push it deep downfield. And that pass is dropped. Fitting. That would be their final play of the game as we've reached